rethink your reactions.
Okay, do it again.
Much better. It's the 10th of April, and it's time to rethink your reactions. Okay?
I'm ready.
And I've got something from the Enchiridion, from Epictetus. It's a short one, so I don't want you to look at me funny and go, where's the rest?
Give me a bit more.
Buckle up.
Okay.
It isn't events themselves that disturb people. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
But only their judgments about them.
Wow. You know what? I think I've got that on a wall somewhere.
Where?
Couldn't tell you, possibly.
Okay. You couldn't tell me possibly, or you couldn't tell me possibly?
Obviously.
But you couldn't possibly tell me?
Never mind.
Right, thank you. So there's a few different ways that we can take this. We talked about mindset quite a lot in the last few episodes, so I think we take this in maybe a bit of a different direction. So I think if you're a salesperson, you've sat down with a prospect, a decision maker, perhaps CEO, someone, sales leader, someone who's got a team behind them, and they're telling you a story, and that's exactly what it is, a story of the events that go on in the business, what brought them to the call. But often it's, like all of us, it's an imagined story. There's elements of the story that have been put in there by the chimp in the brain.
Yeah.
Bits that have been imagined. And one of the questions I always ask people, you know, they're coming up with, maybe it's working with, we have a meeting and they want more meetings in the diary. And they'll tell us about all the problem. I say, okay, and when you went and asked your sales team how they would want to fix the problem, what did they say? Oh, I've never done that. Sorry, what do you mean? Oh, I've never done that. Oh, but you were just saying they're really struggling to get more meetings in the diary, and they're running out of ways to do that. No, that's just the way it feels. I'm really struggling. So what do you mean? It's just the way. And then suddenly you've got this idea that's gradually being kind of challenged and unpacked.
Because you can't run in there and just start challenging them and being like, okay, so it feels like it. You've got to get them to come to the conclusion. Because there's three sides, isn't there? Your side of the story, my side of the story.
And the truth.
And the truth, the actual fact. And we're a big fan of situational, hypothetical questions. And I'd say to the team, like, if you want somebody to, if you want better answers, ask better questions and put somebody in that situation. So, like, it could be, okay, if you had to pick one thing about your current agency that you'd improve, what would that look like? So I put you in that situation rather than going, what would you change about your current agency? And you go, there's nothing. But if I ask a question where I'm saying, you've got a gun to your head, you have to pick, and then it's a case of, oh, let's rewind, why? But so many people come to calls or they'll kind of spout their version of the truth. But we've got a phrase in the biz world of monkeys and arseholes.
Wow, so you do biz and tell.
I do biz and tell. You know monkeys and arseholes?
Tell me about it.
So it's a real interesting one, but a lot of the time there are, when there's problems within the business, it comes from the top, doesn't it? A fish rots from the head down, as we say. But monkeys and arseholes is when a CEO or a boss will look down at the team, they see smiling faces, but actually everybody else in the team, when they look up, they see arseholes from the monkeys, which is quite nice from a visual. I don't know if we can get any animations from here. But it's very, I think the question that you said, if when you went to your team and asked them, I don't think that question could fail because it's two paths. They said this and we can unpack it, or I didn't and we can unpack why they didn't.
I'll give you one more.
Please.
So the other one is people come to us with that, I need more meetings or more business problem, right? Okay. How many clients do you reckon you've got that really love you, that really, really love you? Don't tell me how many clients altogether, but that really love you. I don't know, about 20. Okay, and when you went and asked those 20, look, you really love us, we're trying to get some more clients in. Who else could you introduce us to that we might be able to help? What did they say? Oh, I've never done that.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. And it just makes you think, are you thinking about the problem in the right way? And I don't mind if people, through having a conversation with us, go, actually, there's probably a few free things I can do here. Because 9 times out of 10, they either tell someone about us because there was an ethical understanding there, or they exhaust the free things, close some deals, and they come back and say, right, I feel good that you're not just trying to do a money grab.
Yeah. But we're always looking for that motivation on a sales call. And for me, if you haven't done the free, simple, easy stuff, why would you be motivated to do anything? Before you go and buy a 10 grand Peloton.
Did you mean that because you just said before you go and pie?
Yeah, I know, but I meant before you go and buy, because a Peloton isn't a pie.
But hold on a second. Did I just have steak and kidney love coming out of my ears? Because you just said, do you want a pie?
Remember your pie. Before you go and buy a 10 grand Peloton,
Pie.
maybe buy a £30 gym membership. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the level of the motivation there. Have you tried going for a walk? So before you go and use an expensive agency, product, solution, have you tried the free, easy, simple stuff? And as a salesperson, they're the questions you want to be asking.
Beautiful.
I've been Jack Frimpson.
I've been Zach Thompson.
Remember, you will die.
Remember your pie.